Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. وَالصُّلْحُ خَيْرٌ. And peaceful settlement is best. Reconciliation is best. Reconciling between disputing parties is best. As human beings, we are bound to disagree and to clash and to dispute with one another sometimes. We're different. We have different emotions, different inclinations, different desires, different weaknesses and strengths. And we see things differently too. It's not necessary that when people are disagreeing, one person is being selfish and the other's not, or one person is transgressing and the other isn't. It could be that both people are sincerely doing or saying what they believe to be right, what they believe to be virtuous, what they believe to be moral. That can happen. And still that can lead to serious clashes and disagreements. So this is a reality we have to come to terms with, that disagreement will always exist. Disagreement between community members, between family members, between husband and wife, disagreement between leadership in organizations and groups and so on. But Allah Ta'ala doesn't expect us to never disagree. Instead, He guides us towards resolving those disputes and resolving those disagreements through what He called as-sulh. وَالصُّلْحُ خَيْرٌ. Reconciling, peaceful settlement is always best. It should be our first attitude when there's an ongoing dispute, an ongoing clash, to reconcile, to resolve. We're not talking about small disagreements about something minor. People disagree during a chat about whether this food was first invented in this country or in that country, or whether this tastes better than that. These are not the kinds of clashes we're talking about. But we're talking about ongoing disputes that have an impact on people, that may lead people to having ill feelings towards one another. We always try to opt for sulh. And it can be difficult to confront these things. Sometimes people know that feelings are not good and people are disputing and disagreement, but they find it awkward or uncomfortable to face these disagreements or these disputes head on and actually trying to openly reconcile. And the Prophet ﷺ used to go out of his way to reconcile between disagreeing parties. Once he went from where he was in Medina to Quba, because he heard that the tribe of Bani Amr ibn Auf had some clashes and disputes. So he went over to reconcile between them. And when Salah time came, he wasn't there. So Bilal radiallahu anhu was the mu'adhin, went up to Abu Bakr and said, you should lead the Salah. And he did. So the point is, the Prophet ﷺ made this a type of priority, reconciling and trying to resolve disputes. Now it requires discipline. It does require patience. And that's why you'll notice that as soon as Allah Ta'ala in the ayah said, وَالصُّلْحُ خَيْرٌ, after that He said, وَأُحْضِرَتِ الْأَنفُسُ الشُّحْ. And human souls are inclined towards selfishness, inclined towards greed. We want maximum profit, minimum loss. But although that might seem like a success in the short term, material measure, it's not a success in the long term. Because when the hearts of believers are not connected and united, that's not a success. When family members have ill feelings towards one another, brothers and sisters are not on good terms, that's not a success. And so compromise, reconciling, resolving disputes, that's the way of the believers. وصلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله